Welcome to another episode of the Treehouse Presents Living Loud. This is your host, Joey D. And right now we have a guitar player who I've known for more than 2 decades almost. It's Ariel Lumanlan. Maraming salamat for joining Living Loud. And it's funny because most of the questions I'll ask Ariel for today's episode, malamang napag-usapan na namin. Pero para sa inyo, we'll ask him again. Kumusta? Like, anong pinagkakaabalahan mo ngayon, bra? You've always been known as a guy with many bands. Pero like, what are you concentrating on now?
Arcadia. So,
okay.
Yung full time ko and yung attention ko ngayon nakafocus sa Arcadia.
Because Arcadia just released the Social Cancer. It's the latest single.
Then yung album is coming out soon this year.
This year din yung album niya. Okay. So, like, how do you manage it? Like, it seems like right now we're at Papsies. You're working on Papsies. Tapos, I know you play for Juggernaut. And you also are playing, I don't know if we can reveal much details, but you're also playing guitar for Reg Rubio's project.
Yeah.
Like, how does it all work? How does it all fit in sa schedule?
Siguro time management lang din. Parang sanay tayo, bro. Way back, sobrang lalo na nung early days. May mga projects, marami tayong banda. Parang ngayon, parang mas siguro, yung time, kailangan mo lang talaga ilatag sa kanila yung schedules, ano yung schedule ng banda mong isa, schedule ng isang banda, so parang hindi sila nagbabangga. Unlike before, may schedule yung isa, lalagariin mo, so medyo stressful din para sa, bata ka nung kaya mo, ngayon hindi na. So yun talaga yung proper time management.
Not to mention you're a dad now, no? Loads of fatherhood ka ngayon. So, it's interesting kasi, well, it seems na hindi tayo naubusan ng pinag-uusapan because there's always something new happening like musically. But I guess the obvious question is like sa Arcadia, there are many lineups, generations of Arcadia, yung mga like how is Arcadia now? Like it seems like Arcadia is in a good place. It's the strongest lineup, would you say? Like, do you think of Arcadia that way in terms of lineups?
Sa lineup naman, different like every era with yung different lineup, parang made different character. So hindi naman kung sabing strongest to, pero tingin ko ito yung pinaka longest, yung core.
Okay.
From kay Mel, Henry, kaming tatlo, kami yung pinaka matagal together na magkasama. When sa oldest, like sa OG peeps naman, iba rin yung namin, yung kumbaga yung experience namin together. Sin solid na foundation din yung na-build namin way back. And yung mga ibang members din na dumaan, ang dami rin ng contribution na nag-shape dun sa buong Connie Arcadia ngayon. So yun, ganun siya. Ganun ko siya parang na brand o na categorize yung banda ngayon.
Was there ever a time na, kasi like lineup changes are normal, pero ibang klase din like if you change a vocalist kasi siya yung face ng banda di ba? Was there ever a time na, like, speaking candidly, na parang pwede ko nang ipahinga to plus you were playing with other bands. So fortunately hindi mo siya give up, like, but were there times na naisip mo na rin na okay na siguro yung tenure na yun na nothing to prove, nothing to
kasi honestly, andun na parang andun ako sa stage before nung like yung mawawala na si Mark. Parang naisip ko na okay, last run, kahit tapusin natin yung album, yung EP, then pahinga na. Pero kasi yun nga, parang alam ko before na discuss natin, sabi ko super unfair na itigil siya dahil lang ako, ayoko na. Pero yung ibang band members mo, hindi, game tayo. Try natin. Wala naman tayong yun nga, kasi sinasabi ko lagi, wala naman tayong kailangan i-prove. Yun nga, sabi nila sa akin, galing sa'yo, wala nang kailangan i-prove. Bakit ka magsa-stop? Gusto pa namin gawin.
Okay.
So, ako, in respect them, dahil, kung baga, ako kasi naniniwala ako sa demokrasya sa banda. Kumbaga, kung sino yung manalo. Kunyari. joke lang. Pero kung sino yung mas maraming
votes.
Doon ako. Kung halimbawa, majority silang 3 sila o 2 sila versus may isang hindi bumoto or ako yung isa lang bumoto. Doon ako sa majority. Kung ano yun naman susunod. Laging ganun. Kasi madalas ganun kami. Super ganun.
I think one thing we both share in common is you had you play for a heavy band, an aggressive band, but a band that has had the good fortune na hindi lang limited yung mga natutugtugan. Like, back in the days, we would play alongside like bigger
bands,
not necessarily heavy bands. We've had the good fortune. Where is Arcadia now in terms of yung positioning as a band? Like, medyo showbiz din yung tanong, but I think that's what isa sa magic ng Arcadia yun eh. You could basically put Arcadia anywhere, diba? You can play with any show, but then is that a conscious decision pa rin? Is it still an issue? Something you think about?
Ano ba? Tawag dito, si Arcadia kasi, well, ang tawag nga sa amin, bandang pwede sa lahat. Pwede sa lahat. Kasi, hindi kami, like, hindi namin
which was a bad word like 10 years ago,
10 years ago, bawal yan. Bawal. Pero I guess meron pa rin talagang ayaw nila yung ganun. Pero kami, respect dun sa kung ano yung views and yung ano nila, yung values and ethics na gusto nilang sundin. Well, sa Arcadia kasi, syempre, ako personally, dami kong friends na musicians. And hindi ko rin ibabox and parang i-isolate or parang tawag dito, i-reject yung mga friends ko na gustong makasabay yung banda ko.
Okay.
So, hindi siya rule ng banda eh. Pero parang automatic, pag may nag-aya sa amin, tas kaibigan naman namin, like for example, Kamikaze or kung sino man malaking banda na gusto kaming i-line up sa show nila, game. Pag pwede kami, game. Then, pag inaya naman kami ng community shows o hardcore shows o metal shows o metalcore shows, yung mga kaibigan namin na tawag dito na benefit shows, game kami. As long as pwedeng banda. Kasi lahat kami nag-work. Lahat kami may day jobs.
Yeah.
So, yun naman yung nag-adjust kami sa ganun lang. Pero yun, wala kaming rules na na kailangan ganito, kailangan ganyan. Basta, kung trip kami, kung gusto kaming i-line up, tas gusto rin naman namin, game. Pag ayaw namin yung show, ayaw namin yun talaga medyo dun yung Arcadia parang feeling ko, magkakasundo kami. Pag hindi namin feel yung show, kahit ano pa yung offer sa amin, pag ayaw namin.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that part. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, how do you differentiate a show that you'll accept and a show that you won't accept?
Meron kami mga shows like yung values na sobrang, may bands or artists na ayaw namin kasabay dahil hindi, alam mo yun, sobrang hindi talaga align yung core and yung values ng banda na kasabay namin. Parang, hindi naman dahil gusto namin sila i-cancel or what, kanya-kanya lang yan. So, better nila wag nilang magsabay. Tapos,
parang hindi match.
Hindi parang match. Parang ayaw namin. Hindi naman namin sa parang nagpapaka-rockstar ka o nagpapaka-elitista ka o ano. Pero dahil lang, hindi tayo pwedeng magsabay. Kasi hindi align yung vision and yung ano natin. Bilang banda, bilang musician. You know?
Speaking of vision, the bands we grew up listening to, no, I think common denominators like Earth Crisis or
New York
I'm trying to avoid the term hardcore para hindi tayo madali. No? Pero like veganism, healthy lifestyle, no vices. I know you practiced that before. Is that still a big part of Arcadia? Like how like of course individuals versus the collective.
The collective.
No.
Hindi kasi kami mahilig mag-claim, pero at least alam ko 3 members including me. Wala kaming bisyo, walang umiinom, walang nag-drugs, walang kahit ano-ano. Tawag dito, and may iba sa amin na 4-time vegetarian, ako rin. Tapos nag-vegan din ako 4-time, kaso nga nagka-health issues ako. Alam mo yun, di ba? Niloko niya ako plants, pero nagka-health issues kasi ako, so may health scare na kailangan kong mag-mix ulit ng ibang food. Kasi nga, kami ni Mai, ng wife ko, mail kami mag-support sa mga shelters. So parang yung time na talagang nag-engage kami sa animal welfare. Sabi namin parang hindi rin siya proper na kumakain tayo ng ibang So let's take it dun sa next level.
Okay.
Kaso yun nga, tinry namin, kaya naman. Kaso ako yung nagkaroon ng problema sa health. Tapos nung nabuntis yung wife ko, pinatigil ng doctor niya na mag-vegetarian siya. Kailangan niya kasi kumain ng meat para sa development ni Noah,
para
ng
sa
baby namin.
Naman.
So, yun. Kaya dun yung naghalo na kami bumalik kami sa normal na kain.
Pero like, speaking in general terms, like Arcadia is not in any way a band that, as a collective, you don't promote veganism or ano.
Individual kami. Kung may, on our own terms kami, para kung ano yung kung ano yung lifestyle mo, go. Kasi may umiinom pa sa amin eh. So, hindi rin kami tsaka never din sa history ng Arcadia kahit noon, na nag-start, na nag-claim kami na ganito kami as a band. Kasi parang galing kami sa different cultures and
Yeah. Especially the lineup now. Like si Mel came from a straight up metal band, Nuclear Punishment. Si Henry was from
deathcore metal
naman.
Cebu.
Like how do you, I guess it may sound like a funny question, pero buti hindi ka nauubusan ng guys na kukunin, no? Like how did you meet those guys, di ba? Kasi usually, like going back to our point a while ago, if you lose certain key members, yung mga nakasama mo magyera during the early years, it really is demoralizing in a sense, no?
Ano siguro, bro? Ang dami kong nung nag-start yung Arcadia. Actually, nag-start ako tumugtog. Siguro ang dami ko ring friends na nabuo dun sa ginagawa natin. Yung music mismo, yung scene, yung community. So, sobrang daming naging friends. Parang ang dami mong pwedeng maging kabanda. So, parang feel ko, parang, sino yung makasundo mo, kunin mo yan, pakapalit ni ganito, wala na sa ganyan, kunin mo, try natin to. Pag hindi nag-work, meron pang isa. Kasi naging friends ko talaga sila lahat.
Not to mention, they're also fans. Tamang, I guess, in some small way, nag-attempt silang siprahin yung kanta.
Meron naman mga,
because I remember, like, maybe 15 years ago, nagsisiprahan tayo ng kanta, di ba? It was sort of a joke na pag sampa mo, tutugtugin mo yung kanta ng isang banda. So, well, given that Arcadia is now, you guys played Hammer Sonic. I know a big chunk of the goal of Arcadia now is to move out, to move further away from just being centralized sa Manila. You guys are doing an upcoming Mindanao tour. Tapos again, you're looking at shows abroad. Is that a correct assumption na you're sort of moving away na from the comfort zone?
Actually, yun talaga yung goal na namin since nung sinusulat ng album. Nag-start yung sinusulat ng album. Yeah, yung current album na i-release. Tawag dito kasi sa Philippines kasi parang na-feel namin na medyo stuck din yung music taste ng hindi naman in a bad way. Parang feel namin
it's just not happening now.
Hindi mangyayari. And then
ayaw sabihin ni Ariel, ako na lang sasabi, puro K-pop bullshit kasi yung pinapakinggan. So ako yun, hindi si Ariel.
Hindi. Kasi nung tawag dito na-experience namin yung Hammer Sonic, doon namin nakita na sobrang iwan yung Pilipinas. As in, sobrang iwan yung Pilipinas sa culture ng heavy music.
Yeah.
In terms of heavy music, in general, hindi lang hardcore, hindi lang metal. Kasi, tumugtog kami, hindi kami kilala. And talagang chinek out nila kami. Chinek out, galing sila sa stage kung saan tumutugtog yung Bleeding Through. Halos sabay kami tumutugtog ng Bleeding Through ng same time, same time slot kami ng Bleeding Through.
Yeah.
Nahati yung crowd ng Bleeding Through nung nag-start kami. Medyo late lang kami ng ilang minutes. Siguro, isang song yung gap. Bleeding Through and Venom Inc. Yung kabilang stage. So, tatlong stage. Mutugtog, 2 big bands yung kasabay namin. Nahati, napuno yung stage namin nung narinig nila kami tumugtog. Which is, nagulat kami. Sabi namin, ganito para katindi yung support na meron itong mga locals dito. Actually, kahit yung mga foreigners na dumayo sa Hammer Sonic, pinuntahan kami kasi parang nakita nila na anong banda to, parang curious sila kahit hindi lang kami kilala talaga, as in wala silang idea kung
so
sino kami. So
it's the openness of baka okay itong banda na to.
Baka okay. So check out nila, tapos hanggang matapos yung set, kumakapal yung tao sa amin, tumutugtog pa yung Bleeding Through. So parang sa amin, wow, iba to, parang ibang, tapos yun, nakausap na yung mga locals na na-meet namin din doon, sinare nila na iba daw yung love and yung passion nila with heavy music. So, yung support talaga, as in 100% yung tao nila.
Okay.
Hindi katulad, well, iba ka sa Pilipinas may factions, alam mo naman may factions lagi rito kay genre-based Sa kanila hindi Meron pero hindi na kasing katulad sa atin. Parang sa atin meron
Sa atin kasi you stick in your corner.
Community-based.
Sa kanila kung meron man, they'll still check it out.
Kasi meron din isa, parang siya yung na-meet namin ni Pakoy. Kasama namin si Pakoy ng Typecast kasi noon. Tapos na-meet namin yung parang OG punk dude nila doon na gumagawa ng zine. And nanood siya ng mga As I Lay Dying, penood niya. And na-appreciate daw niya yung mga ganung banda. Sabi, alam mo yun, kasi pag sa atin, alam mo na, yung mga OG natin, minsan ayaw nila na metal, stick sila kung ano yung kung saan sila. Yun.
Okay. Well, especially with the upcoming album, halatang-halata din like sonically, yung departure na rin from the usual Arcadia sound. Because I remember when I first watched you guys, ano lang siya, straight up na furious
metalcore
combination of Parkway Drive with old sensibilities ng ano. Now there's singing, there's melody. Was that also a conscious evolution na like where does it come from? Where is it new music you're listening to, or saan ang galing yung decision niya? Kasi minsan, especially in the heavy music game, people wanna hear kung ano yung nakasanayan. Diba? Parang the old Arcadia sound. Parang
ganun. Yun yung well, globally naman ganun, diba? Pag may mga, like kahit yung mga idol natin, yung mga international bands, yung mga foreign bands na trip natin, usually yung fans gusto nila yung old sound. Pag nagbabago. Sa amin kasi, well, ako kasi, diba, dahil nga sa heavy lineup changes na nangyari sa Arcadia, parang nagtry ako ng ibang approach na gusto kong kayo, anong gusto yung direction? Anong gusto mong gawin? Para binigyan ko ng ano yung mga, kasi gusto ko ipa-feel din sa, like yun sa current members na kasama ko yun na walang, magkakabanda tayo. So, dapat collaboration lahat ng gagawin natin. Huwag niyo i-expect na ako yung magsusulat, bibigay ko na sa'yo, hindi.
Yeah.
So, tinanong ko sila, anong gusto mong gawin? Like, example, si Henry, anong gusto mong gawin? Gusto mo i-try kumanta? Gusto niya. Okay, gawin natin.
Alright.
Ganun. So, ano lang, kumbaga, bibigyan mo siya ng opportunity na gawin yung feel niyang gawin para maging mas mas organic
so
yung
it's
approach.
Not really a concern for you if old Arcadia fans are not into the new sound, parang
hindi, kasi sa akin parang andyan yung old album, kung trip nila yung old album, pakinggan nila, minsan naman tinutugtog namin, and tawag dito syempre growth din, gusto rin namin ma-experience as musicians and as banda na ma-experience yung mag-try ng ibang sound. Kasi syempre, pag same old, naman yun. Pwede namin gawin yun. Kung gusto namin, kung gugustuhin namin, pwede. Pero syempre,
hindi siya gratifying.
Hindi rin siya fun. Kasi, kaya naman kami tumutugtog pa. Kaya pa may Arcadia, kasi fun pa. Yun. Regardless kung ano yung na-achieve namin, etong era na to, etong grupo na to, fun pa kasi.
Okay.
So kung may na-achieve kami o wala, as long as happy yung members, tuloy, sulat lang kami ng sulat, gagawa lang kami ng gagawa.
Alright. Well, really briefly, like where are you now with like Juggernaut, with you're again, like I mentioned a while ago, you're recording with Reg. I think he's coming out with solo stuff. Like where is that mentally ba iba yung frame of mind mo doon? Like how do you approach those different groups?
So Juggernaut kasi contribution din sa ng ideas, parang may idea, may stems na may backbone ideas si Papa Boards saka si Papa Joms. Papasok kami or ako para fill in na yung mga kulang. Most of the time ganun. Tapos pag may ideas ako, babato ko sa kanila.
So it's more of a support role.
Support role. Kasi sila lagi magkasama dahil syempre Kazi, sila yung may time to write songs o to mag-demo ng And kay Reg naman, iba rin yung approach kay Reg kasi si Reg yung pinaka main guy dahil nga project Reg Rubio project siya. Tag dito, siya yung lahat susulat, vision niya. Kung ano yung gusto niya marinig, yun yung gagawin ng banda. So technically kami tutugtog and magre-record.
Okay.
So ganun yung approach.
So what is the future looking like? So again, you're releasing a full-length album. Again, Mindanao tour. Are there still things you were mentioning na kailangan fun pa rin siya, pero are there still key goals, key targets in business talk, meaning na gusto mong ma-hit? Of course, I guess pinaka-obvious is just to play as far away as you can, yung mga but what are other key targets mo with Arcadia or as a musician actually in general? do you want to play for more artists?
Yeah.
Kahit na parang madami na siya ngayon. Natatawag ka lang ang puta ng ibang banda eh.
Oo nga hindi niya alam yung tawag ng session eh. Marami lang talagang gusto akong katrabaho siguro. Pero yun nga siguro kasi tawag dito, nagbawas na rin ako ng bands, ng projects. Parang hindi ko na rin, yung time din kasi hirap ako. Kasarap lang si tumugtog alam mo yun Brad? Yeah. Sobrang fun, lalo na kung hindi mo iniisip yung kailangan ganito, kailangan ganyan. Tapos yun nga, babalik tayo dun sa lagi natin pinag-uusapan. Pag may work, may day job ka, hindi masyadong stressful yung banda. Masaya siyang gawin lang ng, alam mo yun, kung saan ka dalhin niya. Sin passion at the same time na meron kang ginagawa na parang nag-feed ng energy na maganda sa soul mo, di ba?
Kumbaga, if it's stressful, don't do it. Di ba?
Stressful yun, stop na. Yun yung rule. Yun ang rule ng Arcadia. Pag stress tayo, ayan yun muna, wag natin gawin. Ganun. So, yun, ganun. So, dami kong bands na dami. So, meron pa dami. Save Me Hollywood. Nag-quit din ako kasi hindi ko rin kaya yung time.
Yeah.
Yung mga ganun, kumbaga, pag hindi kaya, stop. Let the band move forward na kung ano yung gusto nilang gawin. Kasi nga, pag pipilitin mo, hold back mo pa sila ng ano. So, yun.
When it comes to I guess I gotta ask since we're here like sa Popsies, what's your role in Popsies? You got into bikes no?
Yeah.
Naalala ko tinawanan ko ng malakas yan
Hindi. Kasi itong Popsies, paano ba? Kasi meron kami
it's somehow tied sa music no? Somehow no? Sa dami ng musikerong tumatambay.
Sa musikero na nagbabike. Pandemic biker kasi ako. So nung time na tawag dito na nag-start ako mag-bike like 2020 dahil kay Chi, binudol ako ni Chi. Sinama niya ako kung saan-saan. Tawag dito, si Chi Evora to. Tawag dito. Si Chi, tawag dito, sinama niya ako, binibili niya ako ng bike. Sabi niya, bike lang daw kami somewhere, ganyan. So, nagsimula na mag-bike, ang dami namin napuntahan, dami namin na-meet na friends. Tapos meron isa akong kaibigan na kababata ko na gumagawa siya ng merchandise na pang-bike, si Allen ng Go Far.
Okay.
So, si Allen, parang na niya ako na, bigyan kita ng mga shoot kita, suot mo yung jersey ko, ganyan. Okay. So, kay Allen ko na-meet sila Popsies through Allen.
And
kasi
then it just
batchmate sila.
Tapos may time kasi na mas madalas kang mag-bike kesa tumugtog no?
Bro. Kasi yun yung time na galit muna tayo. Sports muna ako. Okay. Atleta muna ako. Ayoko muna kayo makita. Ayoko muna ng banda. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Again, thank you, kay Ariel. We'll probably do more of these episodes in the future. We again, if you want to check out Arcadia, don't forget the full length is coming out. Do we have a title already? Wala pa naman.
Life We Know.
Life We Know. And the current single is just in case you guys want to listen to it. It's The Social Cancer. And again, thank you for joining us on the Treehouse Presents Livin' Loud with Joey D, the podcast. Thank you guys.